Hi everyone, today I'm going to present the professional assignment number 2. The prompt for this assignment is that the FCC has hired me as a consultant to design an auction to sell wireless spectrum rights. The FCC indicates that its goal of using auctions to sell these spectrum rights is to generate revenue. Since most bidders are large telecommunications companies, I will rationally summarize that all participants in the auction are risk neutral. And the question for this assignment is which auction type, first prize, second prize, English, or Dutch, would I recommend if all bidders value spectrum rights identically, but have different estimates of the true underlying value of the spectrum rights? So before we start, I want to give a definition of what is spectrum auction. So the spectrum auction is a process whereby a government uses an auction system to sell the rights to transit signals over specific bands of the electromagnetic spectrum and to assign sacred spectrum resources. Depending on the specific auction right format used, a spectrum auction can last from a single day to several months from the opening bid to the final winning bid. With a well-designed auction, resources are allocated effectively to the parties that value them the most, the government securing revenue in the process as well. So spectrum auction are a step toward market-based spectrum management and privatization of public airwaves and are a way for governments to allocate sacred resources. And now moving on, we have 4 different auction types that is common in use. The first one is the English auction, which is the most common type for across all. The buyers will start bidding with a lower price and then price rises goes up until there's no more price bidding a higher price. The last person to bid, which is also the person who bids the highest price, will get the item. And the second type is the Dutch auction, which is totally the opposite of the English auction. It is also known as open descending auction. The seller will initiate a high value and bidders will bid down from this high price. In other words, the bid price will go down until bidders willing to take it. The third one is the first price sealed bid auction. So each bidder will submit a single bid in a sealed envelope, and then all of the envelopes are open at the same time. And the highest bidder is announced, and then the person receives the item at the bid price. The last auction type is the second price sealed bid auction, which is also known as the victory auction. As in the first price sealed bid auction, bidders submit a sealed envelopes in one round of bid submission, and the highest bidder wins the item, but at the price offered by the second highest bidder. So based on our scenario and the prompt, my recommendation will be to go for the English auction. Because the aim for this auction is for FCC to maximize the revenue. So the best option would be the English auction, which will have better chances to get the highest bid according to the true underlying value of the spectrum rights, especially that all bidders have different estimates of the true underlying value of the spectrum rights. Another thing to mention is that all participants are risk neutral, so their only focus will be solely on return from buying spectrum. So in summary, I would recommend the English auction for our specific scenario. And that is all for my presentation today. And the last page is the reference page for this presentation. Thank you.